This is my second night in Shikoku, and man, the park ups already have been incredible. But it's 6 a.m. right now, sun has just risen, and I'm getting first light on the cherry blossoms. Let's go. I didn't come to Shikoku specifically for cherry blossoms, but the great thing about Japan is that they are everywhere, from Kyushu all the way up to Hokkaido. And what's even better about Shikoku is that there are less crowds, so it makes enjoying the beauty of the sakura all the more serene. After a cold winter in Hokkaido, I drove all the way to Shikoku, the smallest and least visited of Japan's 4 main islands. It's located southwest of Osaka. Since I drove across from Kobe through Awaji, the adventure starts on the east end of the island in the prefecture of Tokushima. Spoiler alert, Shikoku has already become my favorite region as you don't see much of it published online compared to other areas, and therefore there are much less crowds. And it has these steep, mountainous river valleys that I haven't seen elsewhere in Japan. So I hope you enjoy the videos I'll be making here as much as I'm enjoying exploring. I drove through Tokushima on my way north to Kagawa Prefecture and saw a pin on Google Maps that piqued my interest. So I made a stop that ended up being a little longer than I expected. This is the Udatsu townscape in Mima City. Udatsu refers to these wing walls that are meant to prevent fires from leaping from building to building. You'll also notice the rooftops adorned with all kinds of spirits, which are said to ward off fires. These details make for a beautifully preserved streetscape that transports you back in time. I'm honestly shocked there's like no one here, maybe because it's a weekday and it's still morning, but I thought this would be a touristy place, but I was wrong. As I was shooting, a local approached me and struck up conversation. He then invited me to check out his inn and gave me a ton of information about the history of the area, including how Tokushima was actually the birthplace of indigo dyeing in Japan. じゃあこれはゼニアですね。はい。じゃあ行きましょう。
この建物が築100年になります。
はい。すごいですね。100年前の建物ですけど、はい、なんかリフォームしたんですね。
約8年前に、リフォームして。
でも柱とかはオリジナル。
オリジナル。はい、柱とか梁、この横の、
ビーンズ、
全部そのものです。な
るほど。
ちょっと待ってね、これについてもうちょっと詳しい資料が
いいですか？
いいよ。これがね、
これですね。
そう。昔の宿の時に使ってた欄間、実は屋久杉って。
あ、屋久杉。だから屋久島の杉。
今は取れない。
じゃあすごく珍しいですね。
そう。
へえ。Well, that was a completely unexpected stop in the trip. I was just looking for a bathroom and I saw there was a Michinoeki, so I stopped by, and this Udatsu townscape, it's called, was right next to it. So I figured I might as well take a little walk through. I thought it would be pretty touristy though, so I didn't plan on stopping by originally. but I'm so glad I did because one, it was beautiful. Number two, it was actually not that touristy at all. And number three, I met Tomi-san, who imparted on me so much information that I had no idea about because I wasn't planning on stopping here, so I didn't do my research on the area. So if you're driving through Tokushima, definitely stop by here, learn about the history of indigo, see this beautiful townscape, and say hi to Tomi-san at Zeniya. So I thought the struggles of a two-wheel drive van would end once winter ended, but I was wrong. So I wanted to get pretty close to the river here to have my trunk open and sleep with the sound of the rushing water. But the ground is rocky, but under it is kind of a finer layer of wetter dirt, and I've kind of dug myself in here. Oh boy. And there's no one else here, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, I got unstuck. The story is I called the JAF, the Japanese Automotive Federation, I believe it's called, and luckily I'm a member of BCAA, which is the Automotive Association for British Columbia, where I'm from, and they have a partnership with JAF, so it was actually free. They came within maybe 45 minutes to an hour, towed me out, so there it is. Unfortunately, I will not be camping right beside the river, which sucks, but oh well. On the menu today, Japanese curry. Be quite happy if I saw any wildlife. Quick water current into a class 2, class 3 canyon. And apparently the canyon has some rapids that just push you right. Oh yeah. Itadakimasu. My first stop in Kagawa was Konpira-san, aka Kotohiragu Shrine in the city of Kotohira. It's the most famous of all the Konpira shrines in Japan, which are dedicated to sailors. It's also known as one of the most arduous approaches to a shrine, as you have to climb around 800 steps just to get to the main shrine, and a total of 1,368 steps if you want to get all the way to the top. But the climb is so beautiful you'll forget about your tired legs. Around every corner is another hall of some sort or torii gate surrounded by cherry blossoms. Alright, so we made it to the main shrine, and this is it. But if you want to go all the way to the upper shrine, which is about another 600 steps or so, just veer off to the right this way, and you're on your way. As you pass the main shrine, things become a lot more quiet. Less people, more nature. Home stretch, let's go. Oh, here we go, we made it. The upper shrine. What goes up 1,368 steps must go down 1,368 steps. So Kagawa is supposed to be known for its udon, so let's go try to find some lunch now. After 1,300 steps, I'm kind of hungry. Well, this looks promising. Konpira udon. Highly recommend this place. It's off the main strip, so it's not that busy. Really good. Like I've said in previous videos, I'm definitely no foodie, so it's harder for me to recognize the difference between good food and bad food. But that udon was nice and firm, like a Japanese version of al dente. Oh, so good. As per usual, if you venture just even 5 minutes off a main strip, you get these incredible places all to yourself. Look at this. Ah, 花？あ、チューリップ。
これは
だよね。
これは
あ、ローズ。
バラかな。
あ、
バラ。
日本語でなんて言う？
バラ。
バラ？
バラ。
おお。
ほら、このチクチクあるよ。
あ。
ちぎった。
うん。気をつけて。
サボテン、なんやろ。
じゃあ僕はそろそろ行かなきゃ。
どこへ？
車に戻る。車に戻る。車。じゃあ行くね。バイバイ雄大。That was so adorable. I was the only person at that temple, but all of a sudden this kid comes running around the corner, but freezes in his tracks once he sees me. So to calm him down a little bit, I tried to converse with him a little bit and asked him if he lived there, and he said yes. And sure enough, him and his family, I guess, run the temple. So after a few minutes, he starts showing me these little things he's proud of. Even grabbed me by the hand to like come and to bring me over to see his dog and stuff like that. It's so cute. But I spent a great day in Kotohira. Now it's time to move on to the next place. To the northwest coast of Kagawa I drove, and I was greeted by gorgeous coastlines. And that is our objective up there. Let's go. About 75 minutes one way. Kind of doubt that. Is your outfit suitable for hiking? So this next spot is a very popular spot in Shikoku for viewing cherry blossoms. And when I say very popular, it's Shikoku, so to the rest of Japan, it's not that popular maybe, especially for foreigners. Most people don't even know anything about Shikoku except for the 88 temple pilgrimage, which I'll touch on later. But it's so popular in fact that in recent years they implemented an advanced reservation system. So if you're coming by car, you have to make a reservation ahead of time, and you have to come at that specific time, and they'll let you up, and then you have an hour and a half, and then you have to come back down. And it costs about 2,000 yen, I think, so like $20 on weekends, or about 15 on weekdays. However, you can also walk up, which is what I'm doing because I'm cheap and poor. And you still have to pay 500 yen, but obviously a lot cheaper. And if I can time it right, which I'm trying to do, I can get it right between the two waves, so then there's a lot less people because each wave has 60 cars. So if you can get between the waves, there's gonna be a lot less people up there. Well, it said allow for 75 minutes. I did it in 25, but I think it's just because mostly elderly people are on that trail, which honestly good for them. It was steep and slick at times, so do heed that warning about wearing appropriate gear. So beautiful already. wish I had a model. It'd be so nice for some shots here.
Because
well, it's sunset now, and I'm pretty sure we're the only two people on this mountain. Luckily, I met Marty here, who happened to be following me on Instagram, which is crazy. Plus, we have a couple mutual followers too, so that's also crazy. So like I said, I was looking for a subject earlier, so we got lots of shots for each other, which was super handy. I'm so tired, man. It's 6 a.m. And I just arrived at the next spot, but there's 2 cars here. I cannot believe it. I hope it's people of this shrine and not people that are climbing up to where I'm going. But otherwise, let's get started. Got probably another 30-minute hike ahead of me. So I just want to note that you actually can drive to the top. There's a parking lot at the shrine at the top. But I've read on reviews that the road is so narrow and steep that if another car comes, one of you has to back up until there's a pull-out spot available. In my van, I was like, no way. I'm just gonna hike it. Let's go. Well, here's the final approach. Yeah, that did take about 30 minutes, so it was proper. I'm sweating, but I'm so excited. So there have been a couple people that came and left, but for the most part, I've had it all to myself and it's still been nice and quiet. A couple things that kind of suck though is that these cherry blossom banners are not the vibe. They just look cheap and kind of ruin the aesthetic a little bit. And second, it seems to be really hazy, so the view of the coastline down below is not that clear, which is whatever, but still, this is such an insane spot. I would definitely come back. Well, time to head down. These roads are crazy. Oh my god. Literally, what do you do if another car comes? This is so cool. I've never driven through a bamboo grove like that. That's insane. After a few days in civilization, the mountains were calling me, so I headed deep into the river valleys of Tokushima. Well, I just made a random stop here because I saw this huge, gorgeous cherry tree. And I think I might stay here for the night. Like, it is so beautiful up here. Well, it's already lost like half its petals, but it's still so gorgeous. Well, I think I'm going to call it for this video because I'm now heading into the mountains, as I've said, and the next video is going to be focused a lot more on nature things. And cherry blossoms are pretty well over now. It's such a fleeting moment in the year, but I guess that's why it is so special. It's hard to describe just how much I love Shikoku. It's become my favorite region so far, and I hope that shines through in the videos. With that being said, there's so much more to see still. I've just barely scratched the surface, and I can't wait to show you. There's some sick stuff that I'll be seeing in the next couple of weeks here. So with that, I'll see you in the next video.